The Rubik's Cube has been a very big challenge for millions and millions of people since its release in 1980. However, today you are going to be one of the few million people to have solved it. The first thing you have to do to solve a Rubik's Cube is, of course, to get a Rubik's Cube. However, if you don't have a Rubik's Cube, do not just go to a store and buy one. What I want you to do is go onto speedcubeshop.com, not sponsored, and purchase an MF3RS. This cube costs about $5 and is quite amazing. The first thing you need to know is notation. This basically is the name for every single move you can possibly make. So how it goes is there's the front, which is the side facing you, right, which is facing to the right of you, left, which is facing to the left of you, up, which is facing to the sky, down, which is usually non-visible to you, and back, that's facing away from you. These are abbreviated into the first letter, so for instance, F, U, R, L. And what that does is, let's say that I say R. That would mean pretend that you're facing the right side of the cube and make one clockwise turn. That's the same regardless of what side it is. So for instance, a U would be the top layer, as if you're facing it, a clockwise turn, and so on and so forth. To make it counterclockwise, you add a prime. So for instance, F prime, instead of doing clockwise, would be counterclockwise. Or you can add a little 2 right next to it. And what that would mean is you do 2. So U2 would be 1, 2, or 180 degrees. And that's notation. The next thing you need to know is some basic definitions. For instance, centers are these pieces right here. Centers are only one color and never ever move. They're used to know which side is what color. So for instance, the side facing me right now is white. That means that this entire side is going to be white. Up is blue. That means that this entire side is going to be blue. This is all going to be red, all orange, so on and so forth. Next, there are the edges. There are 12 edges throughout the cube, and each edge has 2 colors. This one, this one, this one, this one, so on and so forth. The way to determine if one of these pieces is in the right spot is, let's take this one for example. These 2 pieces are white and orange. Now we need to find the white and orange centers. We've got white right there, and there's orange. The place where they meet, right there, is where this is supposed to be. So right now, this piece is now permuted. Permuted and oriented are 2 different things. Oriented means flipped the right way. So for instance, this piece right here is oriented because white is facing the same way as the centerpiece. This piece, however, when it's like that, is permuted because it's in the right spot. However, it's not flipped the right way. In order to solve the cube, you need absolutely every single one of these little pieces to be both permuted and oriented. Once you have the entire cube scrambled, it's time to start solving. First of all, you need to put your white on the top. That is going to be the face that you make your cross.
Everybody write this.
Basically what you're going to want to do to start, you're going to want to look on all of these sides and see if one of them that's already lined up has white. This is white, that's really good. This is also white, that's really good. What you want to do is you want to put that face that you pick in your front. And you want to bring this piece to the top, just like that.
GPIOZERO.
Next, you want to do the other one. So for this one, you have this white. Now this still needs to go to the top. So now we just do a 2, and now it's to the top. And these are both good because they're lined up with the correct center. Next, we see this one. This one was in the same place as the blue, however, it's not mixed with the same one. So if you put it right now, it's not a good one. And if we move it so that it is a good one, now these two are bad ones. What we gotta do is we gotta put it back right there, and now we gotta put it where it's supposed to go. So this is where it's supposed to go, and this is where it's gonna be. We gotta put this area there. How we do that? Just one yellow. And now it's right there. Put it up, and now they're all bad. And if you do one U prime, now they're all good. The final one, you can see it's right there. And the same thing happens. If we do it right now, we've also lost one of them. Instead, you want to take that one piece that's not white, put it where this is going to be, put it up, and put it back. And now you solved the cross. Next, you got to solve the corners. First place you want to look for the corners is on the bottom layer. Any corner with white. That one has white. So this is the white, orange, and green corner. So you want to put it right below where it's going to be. So white, orange, green, white, orange, green. Place where they all meet, right there. So right below will be right there. Put it right there. And now is your first algorithm. R prime, D prime, R, D. Now you'll see that piece may not be solved yet. And if it's not, just keep on doing that algorithm over and over again until it is. Now look again. Got one more right there. Put it, so white, red, blue, white, red, blue. They all meet up right there. So put it right under where it has to go, right there. And now, do the algorithm again. Now it's right there. Now, do we have any more? No, we don't. Which means that the last two are right there. Now what you want to do, this seems impossible, but you can just do that algorithm again while that is in the top. Right there. R prime, D prime, R, D. And now it's in the bottom. So white, green, red, white, green, red. Let's do that over and over again. And there we go. Now this one's in the bottom. Bam. And you've solved the first layer. Now, you've got to flip the entire thing over to go on with F2L. Now there are two algorithms that are mildly long now. So pay very close attention. You've got to find an edge on the top layer without the top color. So this color is yellow, which means we have to find an edge, one of these 4 pieces, with no yellow. So we see this piece has no yellow. So the first thing we got to do is you got to see the side. This is green. Match it up with the center. So now it's matched. And see, does it have to go to the right or the left? Green and red. This is red. This is orange. That means that this red has to go right there. That means that now we do this algorithm. U prime, L prime. U, L. U, F, U prime, F prime. And now it's right there. We keep on doing that. But now, it has to go to the right. So instead of doing that algorithm again, we do the exact opposite. U, R, U prime, R prime. U prime, F prime, U, F. Now it's right there. Now we have one final one, right there, in the top. Just put it there. U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U. Now it's right there. Now we got one problem. This is already where it's supposed to be, just flipped. And if we look at the top, there are all yellows. What we do now is we take any random edge from the top and put it where that piece that we want out is.
So actually
that would mean right there. We want this piece to go right there. U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F prime. And now, although that's not solved, we now have that piece in the top layer. And now we can just do U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F prime. And now you've got F2L. The next step, you have 4 possible cases. You now either have one line, an L, or a cross, or just a dot. In this case, I have a line. So I want that line to be horizontal and do this algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And now there's cross. In this case, where you just have 2 that are right next to each other, you want to put that so that looks like a backwards L.
You're going to be able to do stuff to it with
in the top left. Now just do that algorithm again. And now you'll have the horizontal line. Do it one more time. And now you have the cross. The next case is quite possibly the most annoying. The dot. This means you go from anywhere you want and do F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Now you have the L, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime, twice, and now you have the cross. The next step is to permute all of these edges, or put them in the right spot. We want to get 2 of them to be lined up at the same time. So we can see right now, only one of them is. Do one more U move. None of them are. One more U move. Still only one of them are. One more U move. Now we got 2. If they're right next to each other like they are right now, put one facing to your right and one facing away from you, and do R, U, R prime, U, R. In this case, where you have 2 to line up, but they're not next to each other, but instead across from each other, you need to make sure that one is facing towards you, one is facing away from you, and do that same algorithm, R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And now you have 2 next to each other. I'll do it again. And then add that last U, and all lined up. The second to last step is to put all of these corners in the right spot. The way that we do this is, like always, checking all of them.
Yeah, like that.
Yellow, orange, green, yellow, red, green. This is not. Yellow, red, green, yellow, blue, red.
Yeah, just like peel it off.
Yellow, blue, orange, yellow, blue, orange. Good. Yellow, blue, red, yellow, green, orange. So we want to put the one that's correct in our top right. We'll do this algorithm. U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And now it should be all lined up. In the case that you do not have any like that in the right spot, just do it on a random one. That same algorithm. And now, look around the cube, and you should have one left. Now sometimes when you do that algorithm, they still don't line up. And when that happens, just do it one more time. And now they should be all in the same place. Congratulations, you got the final step of solving your Rubik's Cube. Now, we want to see almost all of the pieces are both permuted and oriented,
A wire with 2 ends.
except for these 4 corners.
Does everyone
Now
have
pick one that is not flipped the right way. So for instance, this one's not flipped the right way, and this one's not flipped the right way. These 2 are. So we're gonna put the one that we pick in our top right and do the algorithm R prime, D prime, R, D. 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 And now that piece is solved. Here's the part that I used to mess up on a lot. Do not turn the cube.
It's a 330.
Keep it right there. And do a U move, or a U prime move, or a U2 move,
If you put the
whatever.
wrong one in there, it might break it.
Do that algorithm again.
No.
And now, you have solved your very first Rubik's Cube.
Well, the higher